What is up, YouTube? I'm Devon DaVinci, leader of the Renaissance crew, and you're watching DaVinci Reacts. If you happen to see any stains on my teeth or anything weird like that, yesterday was Halloween. I stole candy from children. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this. This is the Ricky Gervais Show, Season 2, Episode 8, Future. That was my Squidward. I'm not sure. I should have just left a clip. I'm a YouTuber. I could do this. I can edit. I don't know why the hell I didn't just put a clip, but whatever. That works better. Method acting. I'm going to go ahead and do a reaction to this. This is from my usual hookup, which is Tianshu Li, who uploads all of Ricky Gervais's episodes if you want to go watch them there. They are in much lower quality than what you would normally get from the official release, which is also on YouTube. You can check that out by just typing in Ricky Gervais Show. It'll pop up somewhere on the side where you can buy the entire season package or season box set or whatever it is and watch all the episodes in high definition if you want to do that. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this. I'm trying to think of what Carl's intake would be on Future. I mean, the dude is very into the supernatural, I guess would be the proper term for it. And even though the future isn't really that, it like talking about the future sometimes can lead to some weird things depending on who you talk to. But let's go ahead and check this out. HBO Entertainment presents.
For the past few years, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant, and Carl Pilkington have been meeting regularly for a series of pointless conversations. This is one of them.
Testing. Is that all right? Hello and welcome to the Ricky Gervais Show with me, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant.
Hello.
And the little round-headed buffoon that is Carl Pilkington.
Uh-huh.
One prediction for the future, Carl, is from an academic study, what the world will be like in about 75 years from now. And a big prediction they're sort of sure of is that androgyny will rule. But soon you won't even need a female or a man in your life. You'll just need the egg or sperm.
Holy shit, the 80s are coming back! Run for your lives, everybody!
And you'll be able to have any coupling you want or not. Thoughts, Carl?
That isn't what I've heard.
What were you heard?
I heard
so
that.
you
read an academic study, Rick, but
Yeah.
let's find out what Carl's been reading.
I heard we're all going to go ugly.
Different point, though, isn't it?
It's a
That's
completely different point, that. Not listening to a word Ricky said. But
No, it's just if we all sort of go ugly, that will sort the population
He
problem
gets an
out.
extra syllable in the word ugly. Ugly. Ugly.
Yeah.
Ugly.
So that just sorts the population out because people aren't sort of having it away left, right, and centre.
Well, no. Well, then that doesn't sort of... What do you mean?
Sorry, Rick, I don't understand what the hell he said there.
Are you saying because everyone's ugly, everyone won't want to have it away more with the ugly person?
Yeah.
Okay, I still don't... You seem to understand what he's talking about, Rick. I'm still confused.
But what he thinks is that if we're all ugly, then we still have this strange paradigm of beauty that won't exist, so we won't fancy anyone as much.
No, they'll still sort of fancy, because at the end of the day, we're animals, aren't we?
Yeah.
So we'll still have it away.
I know I shouldn't be explaining these things because obviously it's jokes, but is Carl really joking? So I'll use that as an excuse to get into it. If everybody was ugly, wouldn't that mean that the paradigm for what is beautiful would change? Would shift towards a more uglier look? So the person at this bar would be considered beautiful in this world.
But not as much as they'd like to do now because it's all based on looks.
Sorry, but what's this got to do
What's
with what
this
Ricky
world
said?
like? Describe a typical town or country
It's
setting to me.
exactly right. Imagine London. You've still got the gherkin. You've still got the big wheel.
Right.
It's just everyone's ugly.
Right, and they're doing all the same jobs, are they?
Everyone's still the
So
world's got to carry
What
on.
do they look like? What's ugly?
Just imagine, like, have you ever seen anyone when you've just gone, look at that?
Yeah.
Right, well, like that.
Yeah, but hold on. Because it's not
No,
like
because
a
we have
strict...
got better looking, haven't
Imagine
we?
all the people.
If I look back now
Yeah.
at a school
Looking
photo,
like they got slapped in
Yeah.
the face with a
you look
bag
at
of
my
nickels.
class and you go, what was going on then? You can't tell the difference between some of the girls and the blokes.
I'm actually
Look at
gonna go
my
back.
class and you go, what was going on then? You can't tell the difference between some of the girls and the blokes.
When he said we've got better looking, I thought he was going to talk about cavemen, not his school photo. I mean, what happened there? There's been no evolution in that time. What are you talking
Hey, this is
about?
the man that has a
Carl?
classmate
We've
that
got
lives
better
underground.
looking now, haven't we?
But we will change.
Yeah, we'll
Probably not in
change. There's little
75
things.
years.
I mentioned before about your little finger. There'll come a time when that'll go. I've watched it. I've kept an eye on what my little finger's doing. Sometimes it does nothing. It never helps
It's got a
out.
mind of its
All
own.
the others are grabbing older stuff. That one just sort of sits there watching. So you could get rid of that, and I think that will go in evolution.
Think of the books he could have read when he was doing that, when he was monitoring his little finger.
I've been watching my little finger. But again, if you shaved a caveman, he's basically us. He's basically us.
Well, it's basically Carl.
Yeah.
I think what's more interesting about the future, Carl, is the fact that technology integrated with humans will be fascinating. So, for instance, they're talking, about the fact that in the future we may even be able to have chips in our head that allow us to access the internet or an equivalent of it directly, mentally.
If technology gives us any type of ability to use superhuman abilities, I will sign up for them bitches. I don't give a damn. I know a lot of people probably have their like drawbacks and stuff they might have with it. I don't care. I'm trying to be a damn superhero in this bitch.
That allow us to access the internet or an equivalent of it directly, mentally. So imagine that.
To say, not French fries. It
But
doesn't mean
hang
that.
on though, at what point are we us then?
Yeah.
Don't matter.
This is good.
Go on, go on.
Go on.
No, because if I can go on the internet at any time, then that's going to know more than me.
What does that mean?
Okay.
When I don't know an answer to something now, which is a lot of stuff,
Really?
Go on.
you
Yeah.
watch University Challenge,
Yeah.
and the stuff them kids on that know. I just think, where have they stored that? For me, if something doesn't get used within a time period, that's it.
But again,
It's forgotten about.
basically, you've got about the same hardware
I
as
haven't.
those people.
Honest to God, I haven't. I know I haven't. So what I'm saying is, if I want to know the answer to something, I go on the internet.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, if I've got a chip in my head with Google on it,
Yeah.
I'm never going to use my head. I'll just be forever on Google.
There's no filter.
Well, I'm not,
What
because
do you
what's
think
the
your
point?
head is, though?
Because I'm going to get it wrong. The chances are I'll get it wrong, so divert that. It's like saying...
No, you can't bypass the brain straight to Google. When you're having a chat socially, it's not like they're going, all right, Carl, how are you? And you're not there. You're asleep and Google's talking. I think you'll find that.
No, only for,
see naked ladies?
no, only for questions, though, that I don't know. But what I'm saying is, because I don't know a lot of the answers, I'll just say, forget it, leave it connected to Google.
No.
So then I'm not me anymore.
Well, what are you doing? Where's you gone?
I'm looking at Google.
So it is you.
No, but what Steve just said is, we'll have a chip in our head
Right.
that can access the internet.
Right.
So why bother
But
using my
you're
own
still the
knowledge?
go-between. You, Carl, are the go-between between the internet and whatever your
But you
mouth
can't
says.
beat the internet.
Yes,
You
but
can't,
you're
he
the
knows everything.
Where
I think the problem here is Carl is envisioning a little person living in his head, watching him as he interacts with Google, and his head is in there like, no, stop, don't, I'm right here, please help. That's what it seems like.
the internet and whatever your
But you
mouth
can't
says.
beat the internet.
Yes,
You
but
can't,
you're
he
the
knows everything.
where does Google get the information from in the first place?
Someone on one of them bright people on University Challenge just put it on.
Yeah, a human being.
So, but I'm going to get lazier. I don't watch University Challenge and go, I want to be like them. I'm going to start reading books. I've accepted I'm never going to be like them. I can't play along. All I tend to do is I say to Suzanne, right, so every question now, I'm going to have egg as the answer. And I'm hoping that one day...
What an amazing game! What an amazing
Because-
intellectual
Oh,
pursuit
God.
that is!
What a lucky lady.
What a
Sounds like lottery.
Well, she just sees if it works. She just plays along, and then I'm saying, oh, it might be this one or whatever.
I love that, because I remember once, it was about 5 years ago, Carl and Suzanne were round near Christmas, and me and Jane were there. We were playing different parlour games, like charades and that, and then one game, you have to do that thing where you have to beat, and you have to do animals, and you have to go... first one is A, then B. So you say aardvark, next one goes beaver, next one goes cat. It came to Carl, he panicked, and he went egg.
And he was on F.
That was subconscious.
So you're sat there watching
He was
University
still tied
Challenge,
to the
and on a good
University
night,
Challenge,
it's, you know, well-known jeweller Fabergé's, well-known for his jewel-encrusted egg. Humpty Dumpty is commonly pictured as a living egg. That's what's
That's what I'm saying.
extraordinary.
If you keep saying the same thing, eventually, it's like a broken watch.
Carl
It's always
Pilkington's head
right,
looks
isn't it?
like hay.
Yeah.
I've just got more
Yeah.
chance of getting it right.
Sure.
But also, he told me when he plays University
That's
Challenge,
more Dan Reed,
he
the
said he's
egghead.
given up ever trying to get an
Carl's
answer.
more of a
So
psycho.
now he tries to guess who's going to answer the question. Another great game. Suzanne's roped in on. Unbelievable. How would you do with that?
That's not...
I'm normally all right on that.
Normally all right.
There's got to be something else.
There's another
watch.
there's another evolution thing though. When you watch brainy people on that, or wearing glasses,
Yeah.
what does that tell you? We are reading too much. We're wearing the eyes out, and that you can't argue with that because the evidence is
You
there.
can. Okay, one more go.
Yeah,
What do
you
you
can
mean?
argue with it.
The chip in the brain isn't part of filling your head with stuff. The journey of filling it with that stuff.
What do you mean?
Whereas if I'm, say if you had a baby, the baby pops out, it cries a bit, you go, right, we've got, what do you want your baby to be interested in? And you say, I want it to be a plumber. You go, right, when it's 2, we're going to stick a plumber chip in its head.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not right, is it?
No. No. I don't know why you chose plumber either.
Well, we still need plumbing.
Yeah, I
don't we?
know we do, but...
It's odd that they would have chosen, but they've got such
yeah.
such kind of small
It's what
ambitions for
it's
their
what his
babies.
granddad did, and they want the sort of the thing
like
to
the
go
movie
through the
Ants.
business. They own a plumbing business. They want the
job is
baby
to
to
come
carry on the
for you.
business of the
They
plumbing.
want the baby to be able to plumb.
Well, what about this chip in the head?
But you've made this
But you've
up.
made the scenario
They're
up.
not putting chips in babies'
I
heads.
thought you said they were.
No, what?
No, I didn't say that.
I never said that.
I think Steve's right, and I don't know, I haven't read it, but I imagine he's saying it's the next step in convenience with technology and an interface between a human and a research tool or fun. You know, computers went from being the size of a room to a thing you can wear on your watch.
Now, I believe that humanity is going to move more towards a hive mind. I'm not sure exactly how they're going to do it, but I believe that, like, I remember reading somewhere that they talked about there were steps when it came to societies, and you have like your solitary creatures that live by themselves. Then you have creatures that live in groups, like smaller groups. Then you have creatures that are connected with some type of network. And then the last step is when you have an entire society that's controlled, or not controlled, but that share the same mind almost. I think they said that like bees and ants are things that already are in this category. They like evolved towards it, and I think that as humans get smarter and stuff, we might move that way too. Maybe it'll probably be more of a computer assisted thing. Now I know what I said sounds crazy as hell, and very well may sound like pseudoscience and some fake bullcrap, but I don't have anything to say. It likely is. If anybody heard the article or the video that I'm talking about, please leave a comment somewhere. Please don't leave me out here by myself like this.
So the next step may be, you won't forget your Palm Top, you won't forget your iPod, you won't forget your laptop. It's in there. It's an interface.
I know, but it makes us lazy.
Carl, it's not a question of. It's not that Google is now Carl. It looks like Carl, but it's just spouting, little pop-ups about offers you can buy and cheap holidays here and there.
He's not the man I'm added.
Right, look at it like this.
Jesus.
Look, I see it all the time now.
Go on.
You go, where are you going, to someone? And they go, I'm going to Dorset.
Aye.
Oh, aye, what road are you taking? Don't know, just pop on the sat-nav. Now, that's a start, isn't it?
Okay. Let's act that out with me, okay? I'm going away for the weekend, Carl.
Are you?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Dorset.
Oh yeah. Are you getting there?
Car.
All right. Yeah, well, which way are you going?
Don't know. Why do you want to know?
Oh, just making a friendly chat. Just I'm interested in
Sound like
geography.
you're stalking them.
Which way are you going?
Well, I don't know really. I've got a sat nav in my car, and I'm getting there. And what do you mean? What?
Bit lazy, isn't it?
Well, I don't. I'm not.
Is
I'm
it
not
lazy,
pigeon.
isn't it?
I don't.
Well, you got an A to Z.
Well, yeah, but it's on a computer. The A to Z. What's the difference between looking at an A to Z and?
Bit lazy, though.
Not really. No. Why? Why is it any different that I've got it computerized so I can go along? A to Z's a bit dangerous, isn't it? It's a bit. Don't go to A to Z when you're driving along.
Clive, who are you talking to? Because we need to hit the road. We need to get going.
What is this? This fucking idiot who wants to know what road I'm taking? It's a fucking boring thing to ask. Anyway.
Sorry, who is this twat? Because we really
Fucking-
got
he's
to
a
go.
fucking dickhead. I think he's an A to Z salesman by the driver. I mean,
We're just telling him we're using the
Not a
sat
brain
nav because
breeze.
it's the quickest, most efficient way to do
It's
it.
the quickest, most efficient
Use
way
your
of doing
brain.
it.
No,
Okay.
but look
But
what's
who the
happened.
fuck are
What?
you?
Would Columbus found America if he had a sat nav?
Yes!
No, he
He'd have
wouldn't.
put in America and he would have taken
He
it
wouldn't.
to
He only found it because he got lost. Now, if everybody just goes...
Hold on. How would an undiscovered country be on a sat nav?
No.
Go on.
Oh,
But
man.
I just
What's the
mean...
difference between the sat nav and the map in that regard?
Because I've found some lovely little cafes on roads I've never been on.
And I've instantly gone from finding a continent to a little cafe.
I love that.
Oh, man.
I love that.
Little greasy spoon.
I am off to discover the unknown world. Where are you going? Well, I don't know yet. It's the unknown world. What are you taking? Just a boat. Oh, lazy swim, you cunt. I love the fact that he's so Luddite now, he's annoyed at the sat-nav. I mean, you'd have probably given Columbus a hard time. Oh, got a compass. Don't you know where north is, you twat?
I just think there's something in being lost. I never feel lost. I just think, oh, I've had a diversion. Because you find new things. I'm forever going
Meanwhile,
down...
Suzanne's asking the French peasant where the...
I just think, Columbus...
All right, what's the most interesting thing you found when lost?
Like I say, I found a shop that was like a fancy dress shop.
Amazing.
Do you need fancy dress stuff?
Dressed
You
up
never
as
go out.
Columbus,
You never
went and
go
bought a
out.
sat-nav, went to Dorset for the weekend.
You never go out. Why do you need a fancy dress shop? That sounds like the one thing you would hate is fancy dress.
Yeah, but I like looking at they have like a space helmet in there.
Right, so you found a fancy dress shop. Where are you supposed to be going that you had time to get sidetracked and go in a...
I think I was going to a meeting. Just cut it.
Amazing, that's the last time!
So you want to get lost?
You
You
don't
go
want
to
to
a
get
meeting?
lost,
No,
do
because
you?
I always give myself loads of time because I get lost a lot. I always give myself.
Get a
Get a sat nav.
I'm just saying that's how you find little treats along the way. And next time you pass it, or next time someone says, "Do you know where the fancy dress shop is?" You go, "Yeah, I do."
You go, I have no idea because I was lost. I didn't know.
Somebody should
No,
probably
no,
tell
no,
Carl
I'm not going to
that.
tell you, lazy cunt. Haven't you got an A to Z? That's harsh.
Yeah, find it yourself, you lazy twat.
So
Someone
What
should
have
tell
you learned?
Carl that
You keep going on about all this
GPS
learning.
show
What
you
have
what
you learned?
stores
you
are
learned?
nearby.
Okay, sum up mankind's foray into the future. I want this. This will be the introduction to a book about the future. It will then be read in 100 years' time and go, Carl Pilkington was the most prophetic genius that's ever walked the earth. These are his words from 2010.
Just some predictions that
Just,
you think.
no, just sum it up. Just sum it up. I believe. Start off with, I, Carl Pilkington, believe that mankind in the future will. Okay, start off
and
with
then
that
what?
sentence.
Just have like a top 5.
Well, no, or just
Or maybe just predictions.
Just predict.
yeah,
time
okay,
predict.
yeah,
the future.
okay, yeah.
So
and
just-
then a little thing to remember. And remember ye this. So I, Carl Pilkington, predict that in the future mankind will. Start off with that. Start off with that sentence. I've given you that one.
All right, I'm Carl, and the future.
He's already gone off road.
It's a scary place. But the future's got to happen. Right? There's no getting away from that.
Yep. Okay, your predictions are.
Well, we're all.
It's not a sound bite.
It's in a book. I've got to think about. I don't
Okay.
want to get it
Think. Okay. Think first. Think, and then say it. Okay. Starting from now, these words of wisdom will be inscribed on a wall of a museum one day. Proceed.
wrong. I think trousers are
Oh
going to be stopped
god.
being made. Just because
Right.
you see kids now, they've got pants around their ankles. They're going further and further down. So I think that's evolution, just getting rid of the trouser.
Right.
It's just dropping naturally.
That's the evolution of the trouser because it's dropping
Well, you see
incrementally
now,
down
you see
the
kids'
arse.
underpants, so they're just dropping.
Yeah.
I think they'll get to a point when they just don't bother wearing them anymore.
Right.
Prediction 1.
Okay,
That's an amazing one.
They'll stop making trousers in the future. Okay.
Well, before he gets to the next one, I'd love to see a clip where Carl Pilkington, if they ever asked him to like come up with his own 10 commandments. Like, Carl, you're God. You've just started the world or created the world. You're talking to your creations. And what are the 10 rules that you set aside for them? I would love to hear what Carl has to say about that. That would be funny in my opinion.
We're going to get weaker. That's already happened.
I do believe that.
They used to say, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Now they're saying eat 5 fruits.
Okay.
So we've definitely that's evidence. You can't argue with that.
Not
Probably
really.
put that first because the guy's right. What's number 2? So swap that round.
Okay, that's number
Give
one.
him the pants second.
Okay, number 3.
I was with Carl until he said the apple and fruit thing.
They used to say, pull your trousers up. Now they say, put them down, you can.
Damn, Carl. Damn, Carl.
Number 3.
Did he fall?
Right, number 3. Oh, the scholars are now waiting with bated breath when they find this old scroll and they go, ooh, what can number 3 be?
Come on, Carl, give it to us.
I reckon we'll blend all our food.
Oh, God.
No, because
He got me. He was going to make a point about race. We'll blend.
Yeah, I thought he was too.
like they do for babies, you mean?
I just think when you think about all the stuff we eat now, cavemen chewing on big lumps of meat.
Yeah.
We had wisdom teeth.
Yep.
Now they say, "Well, take them out. You're not using them."
Yeah.
Why not using them? Because your food's soft.
Yep.
Sorbet,
Yep.
soups.
Yeah.
Everything's softer,
Just
isn't it?
those
When you get an
two, yeah.
avocado, you say, "Is it soft?" Everyone's squeezing the food before they buy it.
Yeah.
No one wants anything tough.
Yeah.
So I think chewing is a sort of
It's a thing of the
thing of the past. We haven't got the time to chew. Everyone's like, "Hurry up, eat that." You don't have to go out for dinner with Ricky. He's like, "Hurry up!" Like, I'm still eating
Well,
it.
he does blend his food, I think. Okay, so blending food.
Great.
I reckon. What else do we do now? So I've done teeth. Done trousers. I've come up with this idea.
Trousers are so important.
It's sort of like glasses, but you can live wherever you want to live.
What do you mean?
What?
Everything that's real, you're not looking at that anymore. This is really the future. I'd put this at number 10. This is like...
We're only doing 5. Fuck me.
So what you mean is that you
Really
look
go
through the
far.
glasses and instead of seeing what the real world, you see a tropical
what you want to
paradise.
see. So if you're a young kid and you like the idea of living in the urban ghetto with all graffiti on the walls and that, you can see that.
Yeah, but hold on. Are you walking around? Because you'll be bumping into stuff, won't you?
No.
Why not?
No, what you mean is that the stuff that's there in the real world is being digitally reimagined in your glasses. So what was a nice country lane is suddenly now an
It's
urban
got loads
ghetto.
of graffiti on it.
Sure.
Absolutely mental, pointless, will
What?
never work. Absolutely
Yeah.
one of the last
So
things you've ever
weird,
said.
really weird, that one.
Yeah,
It could be done. I reckon it could be easily
Why
done.
would it be? Okay.
It works well until like you think about it the other way. A kid walks up to Carl Pilkington wearing those glasses, and it's regular Carl, but through his eyes, he's looking at Carl wearing like a Tupac get-up. Like augmented reality that turned Carl into a thug. Hey, that might actually be genius. Hey, Carl might be onto something.
Really weird, that one.
Yeah,
It could be done. I reckon it could be easily
Why
done.
would it be? Okay,
Because-
that last one, that's number 4. That's a load of bollocks. So
more.
what's number 5?
There'll be more letters in the alphabet.
Why?
Why?
Because we're running out of words now, aren't we?
No, we're not running out of
No, we
words.
are.
No.
We are definitely running out
Just
of
using,
words.
just using the letters we've
I
already
don't
got.
think
and
so.
New words.
Yeah, we're making, yeah.
No, but we haven't got enough now.
Of course we have. Have you any idea? You could have a word with 9 L's
Yes.
before you run out.
Yeah, and they do in Wales and what have you. That's because their alphabet is
Wales.
shorter than ours. They've only got something like 24 letters over there.
Right.
They go mental with the L. now, what we do is we've got 26 letters, but we are now struggling.
We're
We're
not struggling at all.
we are.
We're not. Let me say stupid.
Boswallocks in
What?
shampoo. Now there's a word
What'd you
where
say,
we
Mom?
invented something here.
Oh,
We've got
it's
something
the
we're putting in
shampoo.
shampoo.
Boswallocks?
Boswallocks.
Have you just made that up?
No, it's now they go. New with Boswallocks and ceramide R. Yeah, but that's a new word because they have to. They come up with a new word.
But it's a terrible word.
Why?
Boswallocks.
Just keep saying it.
Yeah,
I haven't got
Keep saying it over and
Now
over
this is
again.
what I'm saying. So years ago, when they came up with all the sensible ingredients,
Go on.
sodium. That sounds all right.
He likes sodium. He doesn't
Happy
like
with that.
Boswallocks.
It sounds like something in it, like an ingredient.
Well, yeah, but that's because you're used to it.
Is this a load of Boswallocks? Are you winding me
No,
up?
it's real.
It's real, and that's because 26 letters. We've wasted them. Years ago, we went mental with the, pneumonia, sticking a P on it, and there's loads of words where you go, "What's that letter doing in there?" Whereas now, they can't do that. They've gone, "Whoa, pull that back. Why is that letter there?" And now you've got stuff like abbreviations and stuff.
Yeah.
Let's not waste letters. Let's just control it a little bit. Cars are called things like, GTI or something, because they're going, well, I can't think of a word to call this. So they're giving them letters. Think of a word now. Think of a word that hasn't been made up.
What do you mean?
Tell me a word that hasn't been made up.
All words have been made up.
No, one that hasn't. That could be used. Say if I invent something now to put in shampoo, what can I call it? Quick.
Cranberry.
No, it's too close to that. No, we can't get that past the advertising person. Scrimpton.
There's a fourth unapproved word now. Hold on, what did he just say?
Scrimpton.
Yeah.
Scrimpton.
It took Ricky 2 goes and you accepted his second one.
Well, I think we've sorted out the future.
Let's get to the goddamn diary.
Since, obviously, the days of Nostradamus, there's been many people who've tried to foresee the future. Carl, I'm not sure if you're familiar, but there's endless, predictions. Apparently there are other planets that may collide with ours. There's some scientific basis on this. But if you knew with certainty that today was the end of the world, how would you spend that final day? So, for instance, I've always wanted to smash up a bar. Do you know what I mean? It's strange, but I've always wanted the exhilaration of just smashing all those bottles, like you see in a film.
But would you enjoy it as much knowing that you're going to die in 8 hours?
I don't know, I suppose it's the sense of abandon, I mean, maybe I'd murder a person. Just,
Damn,
I
Steve.
don't know, but I think I'd probably go mental.
Because
I've always been a very reserved person, I've never got into a fight, never caused a rumpus.
Yeah, but that's a worrying thought
Oh,
because
yeah.
we don't have to have the end of the world for it to be the end of your world, because a lot of people know that they're terminally ill, so they don't go around smashing up bars and killing people.
But I suppose I know there'll be no repercussions ultimately, because
They're
the
gonna die
next day
anyway.
everyone's gone, so
Yeah,
there's not going to be mourning families.
But then how dare you deprive that person of his last 8 hours or 10 hours of life?
I don't care, because it's the last day on Earth.
I don't care.
What would you do?
I've always wanted to kick a duck up the arse.
Wait, hold up, time out. Where's my mouse? Hopefully it doesn't stop with me. I tried to pause it. Oh my god. Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen. It's cool. It went out just the time it was supposed to. Oh my god. You saw I just wanted to kick a duck up the I'm wondering what caused this type of what made him want to do that? What could have possibly happened throughout his day or his life or whenever the hell the moment happened that made him want to do that? What caused it? Oh man, it's funny, but my brain hurts. Oh my god. All right, I'm done. I lost track of what I was about to say. I lost track of everything just now. My mind is like completely blank right now. Oh man. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and share. Be wary of ducks. If you are a duck, be wary of Carl Pilkington. And that's pretty much it. Tianshu Li is the one that uploaded this video. And if you want to see more, go to their channel. Subscribe, watch, all the other good stuff. And I will see you guys in the next video. Deuces.